Alright guys, it's Kevin Hauntdermott here, and it is time for our Hauntdermott's 2025 Yardhaunt walkthrough. Alright guys, starting off here, we have our 72-inch standing ghost. And of course over here we have our hanging props right by the tree.
I've been so bad so long. Let's get out of here now.
Check that guy out right here. Of course over here in our cemetery we have our groundbreakers. Of course we have some zombie groundbreakers, and of course we have some skeleton groundbreakers right here. Of course we have more skeleton and zombie groundbreakers. Right there, look at that zombie. I love that face right there. Look at that awesome tombstone. I love this skeleton couple right here on this tombstone right there. That is so cool. We got that this year. We love it. Got it from Home Depot. Of course, some more groundbreakers. I love the look on that zombie groundbreaker right there. He is so disgusting. I love it. I love the details that go into him. And I love this tombstone as well. I love that cross. That purple is the best color against that tombstone and that zombie right there. Right here we have our prop that we made this year, the standing light up sheet ghost. Look at those glowing red eyes, and I love the way that projector looks lighting up his insides, and of course the backdrop behind this tombstone. He is a great addition to our yard haunt, new this year. Look at those awesome hands of his. Right here we have a hanging ghost. Look at that ghostly face on the inside of that fabric. I love the contours of his face, and you could see it here in the light. He is so cool. Right here we have some awesome tombstones. Check that out. It says, "Here lies Anita Coffin, 1800 to 1854. Look at that skull. Right here's another awesome tombstone. This one we purchased this year at Home Depot. Rest in pieces. And I love that collection of skulls at the bottom. Look at that in the light. What an awesome addition to our cemetery this year. I love that Grim Reaper on this tombstone right here. Look at that. Look how he looks in the light. I love that tombstone. Right here we have the ghost behind the tombstone. One of our favorite animatronics. Look how ghostly she looks floating behind the tombstone. Listen to her wailing. And of course, look at that evil face of hers. That is so awesome. Right here we have the boneyard. Check out that hanging skeleton right there. Then of course we have coffin ghoul. Some skulls along the bottom here. And of course right here we have that animated howling skeleton wolf. One of our favorite animatronics. And we love to have it here in our boneyard. Here's some more skulls at the bottom. Right here's the grave grabber. And then, of course, we have the stacked skull pile right here. There's another skull right there. And look at this skull pile. And then, of course, right here is our skull and bones archway. That thing is so awesome. I love the way it looks with the lighting against it. Check that out. I love that look. Right here by the steps, we have our gargoyles, as we do all year round. They guard the bottom of our steps. And then right here we have our jack-o'-lanterns. Look at that. Look at that gaping mouth, those green glowing eyes, the guts coming out of its mouth. And then this one right here lights up. And I don't know how well you could see it, but there's Gordo right there. And right behind him we have our 7-foot Grim Reaper, who's here on our porch all year round. Over here's our standing ghost girl. She sounds so ghostly, guys. Listen to that haunting sound of hers. Listen to her wailing. Listen to that. She's horrifying. Look at that horrifying face and listen to her sounds, her whispers, her chanting. That wailing, that wind blowing in the background. She is so awesome. We have her in our yard almost every year. Of course, as always, we have on our porch the Ghost Trio, the Haunted Ghost Trio, one of our oldest animatronics, and we have it out here on our porch every year. These guys are so awesome. Guys, one of our favorite animatronics of all time. Right here we have Emmeline, and let's check her out. Awesome, guys. Look at that face. Look at those teeth. Those red glowing eyes. What a haunting, evil looking spirit. Emmeline is one of our favorite animatronics, and we had to have her out in our yard haunt this year. I based this whole yard haunt around her. I wanted mainly ghosts and evil dead things in this haunt because I wanted to bring back Emmeline. All right, guys, there you go. That was our 2025 yard haunt. Happy haunts. See you on the next video. And subscribe to our channel. Bye, guys.